Welcome back to OneStopTutorials.com. It's me, Alibaba, back again. How you doing, guys and girls? Okay, now we're going to get something really important. Now what we want to get into is learning about symbols. Okay, now symbols is one of the most important building blocks, I reckon, inside of Flash. Okay, learning how to use symbols will help you out in so many different ways. It will allow you to do more to your shapes and things like that, and also it also reduces down on file size. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to make myself an oval. I'm just going to grab, left click, drag. Okay, again green with a black outline. That is okay. Now at the moment what this is this is actually a shape, okay, and I can come in here and I can edit this shape any way that I want. Okay, I can even pull the fill out, I can put it back in, I can do anything I want. I'm just going to do Control or Command Z a few times, bring this back to that circle. Okay, so that's what a shape is. A shape will allow me to come in and edit. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to convert this to a symbol. Okay, and by doing so it's a form of grouping. Okay, once I turn this into a symbol, this will actually become like one group. Okay, it will allow me to have this. I won't be able to actually edit it on the stage like this. Okay, now let me show you how to actually make a symbol, and then we'll go into a bit more about it. With my select tool selected, I'm just going to select this, and you'll notice it's all selected, okay, because you've got those dotted lines. If you didn't want to do that, all you need to do is double left click on it. Again, that will make a selection. Now the way to get into the symbol dialog boxes, the shortcut key is F8, okay, and you'll notice it comes up as convert to symbol. Okay, now what you have here is you have where you can call this symbol a name, so I'm going to call it Alibaba. Okay, and then underneath you have the type, you have a graphic, a button, and a movie clip. We're going to go over each and every one of these. Okay, so for the time being I'm just going to make this a graphic because that's fine. I just want to show you what symbols do. Next thing here you have is a registration, and this is a bit like an anchor point, should we call it. It's a way of later on, if you wanted to free transform this or you wanted to modify this shape, it's allowing you, it's basically asking you where do you want to start from. You can start from the center, you just click where you want to start for. Generally I keep it at the top left depending on what I'm doing. So now, okay, now we have that Alibaba, we have a graphic type symbol. I'm going to hit OK, and there we go. Now you'll notice that things have changed a bit. The first thing that's changed is we've got this big blue line around it. Okay. The second thing that's changed is I can't actually edit this now. Okay. I can't do what I could do before with a shape. If let me grab a quick circle. Okay, this one's a shape. Okay, and this one's a symbol. In a shape I could do this. In a symbol I can't do this. Well, at least not on the stage. So how do you edit your symbols? Well, first, the way to edit your symbol is you double left click on it, and what will happen is you'll notice that we've come into a symbol area. Now depending on which symbol you make, a graphic symbol, a movie clip, or a button, depends on what's above. Two of them have a timeline, one of them have the button one have some more different styles above it. Okay, now you'll, like I say, you'll notice you're in the timeline, you're in the actual symbol, I call it the symbol back office, but because you have it here, you have a picture of a symbol and you have the name of the symbol. To get back to the stage, all you need to do is come to scene, in our case scene 1, and this will bring you back in. If I double left click on the symbol again, and if I actually edit this, okay, and now I come back to scene 1, you'll notice it applies the edit to it. Okay, so that's very handy indeed. Okay, so the way to edit your symbols is to actually come into the actual symbol and edit it in here, and when you come back to the scene it will have them edited. Now what I want to show you is I want to show you the property, okay, not the properties, the library palette that comes with this. Okay, inside of your library, and if it's not here just simply go to Windows and choose Library. Okay, library here, it'll open it up. Now what you'll notice now is since we made that symbol and we called it Alibaba, it's put it into something called a library, and what it's done is it's basically made you a hard copy. So what you can do now is you can bring this by holding down your left mouse button, dragging, so you can bring as many as you want onto the stage. Now what you've got to be careful with symbols is let me show you what I mean. I'm going to double left click on this. I'm going to apply a craziness to this, and you'll notice that it's applied it to every other symbol that is called Alibaba on the stage. Whatever I change here changes it on the other ones. This is because it all comes from, as I call it, hard copy symbol. Okay, the hard copy symbol is called Alibaba. When you edit any one of these symbols, because they're all sort of like, they all belong to one. This is like the father and this is like all the kids. Okay, they all belong to one. So anytime, and it doesn't matter, I can edit this one, I can do something to this one and it would do it to this one, and you'll notice it does it to the hard copy symbol as well. Okay, so whatever you change, it changes on that, changes all of them. Okay, now this can become a problem. So let's say you do an animation and you got a symbol. Okay, well, how do you change this around? Well, what you can do is you can duplicate a symbol. Okay, so I can right click on this, I can come down to duplicate. You can't actually see it on yours, but it says duplicate symbol. And what this will allow me to do is make a duplicate of this symbol, and I'm going to call this Alibaba 2. Okay, I'm just going to call it Alibaba 2, and you'll now notice in our library we have Alibaba and we have Alibaba 2. Now when I double left click on Alibaba 2 and I change this, you'll now notice it didn't apply it to the other symbols. That's because it is its own, as I call it, hard copy. Okay, so if I was to come back to scene, drag in another Alibaba in, and do it to this Alibaba, you'll notice whatever I change to this bottom one changes the top one as well, because they belong to the same thing. Okay, so I sort of hope you get an understanding of what I mean. In the next few tutorials, we're going to go over what symbol types there are. And actually, one thing I want to show you quickly is, okay, I'll just leave these two symbols on the stages, that even when I delete these symbols, okay, you'll notice we've got Alibaba and Alibaba 2 in the library. When I delete these symbols, so I'm going to delete this one and this one off the stage, that does not delete them outside of the library. These ones are here are permanent until you actually come in and specify to actually delete them by using the dustbin or right clicking and hitting delete. Okay, so you can use this symbol as many times as you want, wherever you want. Okay, just remember, anytime you make an edit to one of them, it'll edit all of them as well. So now you've got an understanding that symbols are like grouping something, grouping a shape together. Okay, now which symbols should you use? In the next few tutorials, we're going to go over which symbols, how they are used, and how you can use them in your projects. And trust me, in the projects we're going to be doing and in your own projects, you're going to be converting things to symbols. One thing I wanted to let you know was that when you make a shape, here is the shape. When I duplicate this shape, okay, but anytime I make another shape from this shape, so if I select this and duplicate it by holding down Alt or Option on my keyboard, this shape and this shape are each individual space. Okay, this is causing space, this is causing space. When you're using symbols as it derives from a hard copy and you add it again and again and again, it does not use more space. Anytime you make a new shape, duplicate a shape, you're adding file size to the actual final file when it comes out to rendering and stuff like that. Okay, so this is another good reason to start using symbols instead of shapes, and you can reduce file size. So take it easy, guys and girls. Catch you at the next one-stop tutorials. Any problems, let me know. I shall catch you guys and girls very soon.